everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to continue on with our little sniff session series where we are going through the 2023 fall and winter catalog and sniffing our way through each and every scent category. I absolutely love doing this with you each and every catalog season, and I hope you find it helpful. I will link the other videos down below in the description if you have missed those videos. Well, this series basically is just getting started, so you haven't missed much. But today we are going to be sniffing our way through the spice category of fragrances. There are 15 fragrances that we are going to sniff through together. This is something I really like doing, this series in general. I really like doing just because it gives us a chance to kind of, well, it gives me a chance to tell you what I think something smells like. Not that like what I say goes, because everybody's sniffer differs and you may smell something totally different. But I know sometimes it can be a little bit difficult just to go off of a scent description, especially for like the spice category, because basically everything smells like, well, apples, pumpkins, and spice. So if I can give you my 2 cents on like, well, yes, this scent description is very similar, but this is what I'm getting from this scent, I hope you find it helpful. It's also kind of fun for me to go through and re-smell everything, because it may have me rediscover some scents that maybe I was asleep to before. So I like doing this series with you guys, so I hope you find it helpful. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, because like I said, we have 15 fragrances that we are going to sniff through together, and the first one is a bestseller, and it is, like I said, it's all gonna be like apples and pumpkins and spice. So why not start off with apple and cinnamon sticks? So this is just that. It's apples, it's cinnamon sticks, but there's also kind of like a woodsy note in here that's nice. It kind of gives it like an earthy kind of element. So it's apples, it's a woodsy apple spicy scent. So that's what let's see if there is. Yes, there is oak. There is oak in this, and I can definitely pick it up. So Scentsy says, apple and cinnamon sticks is apple peel, spiced white pumpkin, and a touch of oak. I don't pick up the pumpkin in this. It really is more, honestly, like the first thing I smell is that oak. Like it really is more like woodsy forward in my opinion. I would almost say this more belongs in the woods category, just to my sniffer, but it's woods up front, and then I get the apple, and then just a little bit of spice. I do feel like it's a well-balanced spice, because if you know me, I don't like super aggressive spicy scents. I appreciate a good spice in my fragrance, but I want there to be other things. I don't want it to just be like, bam, spice in your face. Like I want other things in my spicy fragrances. So there's that. And this does great with that. It is apple, woods, spice. It smells like fall. It's fantastic. So there is apple and cinnamon sticks. Okay, next one is Autumn Hearth. So Autumn Hearth, this is the perfect example of why I love doing this series, because this one was one that I think I just like fell in love with or rediscovered last fall and winter season, because this one is not a new one, but I definitely fell in love with it last year, and I always smell the same thing. This smells like instant apple cider. Like, you know, that like sugary packet of instant apple cider that you just mix in with hot water. I lived on that stuff as a kid. I know it's absolutely terrible because it's like all sugar, but that's what this smells like to me. This takes me back, like it actually takes me back to, it's so funny, like it takes me like way back in time. After school, I would go to my mom's work, and she worked at a dental office, a huge dental office, and I would always go in their break room and make instant apple cider. So this like takes me right back to the dental office when I would make like cup after cup after cup of this like hot apple cider. That's what this smells like to me. So let me know if anybody else like smells this and smells that. Let me know. So Autumn Hearth, cue up a classic. Apple, cinnamon, and tonka are all about fall. So this is more sweet. So that tonka is bringing the sweetness, but if you want it in like a super like kind of easy way to think of, instant apple cider. There you have it. So that is Autumn Hearth. And next one is Autumn Sunset. So this is much more spice forward. This to me is more like apple spice. I do feel like, I think there is pumpkin in this, but it really is more like apple spice. Apple spice, apple spice. By the way, leave a comment. Are you team apple or team pumpkin? I'm team both, but if I have to only choose one, I'm team pumpkin. But I do love a good apple spice scent too. So this is good. This is definitely more of the spice in the forefront. So if you're wanting, if you feel like you're missing more of the spice from apple and cinnamon sticks, you don't have the wood element in Autumn Sunset, but you do have that like apple spice, and the spice is more in the forefront, if that makes sense. Autumn Sunset is apples, pumpkins, fall leaves, and spices, a top 10 fragrance. So pretty simple, and I would agree with that. But it is more like that spice is more in the forefront. So that's why I like doing, especially in the spice category where a lot of these have very similar descriptions. Hopefully you find this helpful in that, like, okay, apple and cinnamon sticks or Autumn Sunset. Well, if you want less spice, apple and cinnamon sticks. If you want more spice, Autumn Sunset. Okay, next one is Blackberry Spice. And this is a great one. This is more, it is more like fruity berries, but just like there's warmth. It's not necessarily spice. There's just warmth to this. That is really, really nice. So I really would almost consider this more fruity than spicy, but it is a nice like fruity scent with just like a warmth to it. It's so perfect for fall. I love it. So Blackberry Spice. Next one, we actually just talked about in the holiday category of fragrances when we just did our holiday sniff session. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. Christmas Cottage, which is a bestseller, and for good reason. It's fantastic, and it's also available in a brick right now. So go get you a Christmas Cottage brick if you love this scent. This is definitely more spice forward, but this is a great one because it's got like berries and orange and spice. So it's definitely, the spice is definitely there. So if you're wanting a more subdued spice scent, this may not be the one for you, but this is a really, really nice scent if you do like spice. So this is great. There's some different elements to this. So this is good for me. I feel like this is about as much spice as I like. I don't want it like too much more spicy than Christmas Cottage for me personally, but there's other elements to this besides just spice. So I really, really enjoy this one. So Christmas Cottage, a cozy, inviting blend of Valencia oranges, raspberries, cloves, and spices. So Christmas Cottage. Okay, and next one is one of my all-time favorite scents ever, 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 ever. Cider Mill. I love Cider Mill, and if you are like me and you're both team apple and team pumpkin, this is the scent for you because it is apples and pumpkins with just a whisper of spice. Just a whisper of spice on the back end. It's almost non-existent to me. It's more just apples and pumpkins, and I love it. If you are familiar with Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple, this is exactly the same. Exactly the same. Exactly the same, and it is so good. So good. Goes into my club every single year because I cannot live without this scent. I cannot live without this scent. This is absolutely in my top like 5 favorite fragrances ever of all time. Apples and pumpkins. Team apples and pumpkins right here. So I love this scent. I hope Scentsy never does away with it, but if they do, you best believe your girl will have bars locked into my club. Bars plural. They will be locked in my club. Cider Mill brings together fresh apples, crushed pumpkin, and simmering spices for a cozy autumn treat. I 100% agree, but if you're someone who you're hesitant about the spice and how strong the spice is going to be, don't worry about this one. You're good here. If you're sensitive to spice, this one's okay. It's just on the back end. It's adding some warmth, but it's not too aggressive. So love that. Cider Mill. Okay, for my friends who love aggressive, spicy scents, this one's for you. We have Cinnamon Bear, and this smells like, whoo, it's a red hot tamale. the red hot candies, yes, hot tamales. That's what this is. This is red hot cinnamon all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. This is your spice scent. There it is. So not much more to it than that. So, and this is a bestseller. So there are plenty of people who just want that pure, like red hot cinnamon scent. Here it is. Cinnamon Bear, crisp, spicy cinnamon with a touch of cloves. I think that is well described. It's a red hot cinnamon scent. So we have Cinnamon Bear. Okay, next one is Cinnamon Vanilla. And this one's nice. It's not crazy strong, but you know what? It makes me kind of, I actually don't think I have warmed this. I don't think I warmed it last year. I don't think I've warmed it in this house. In our old house, I did warm this and it really didn't perform for me at all. But this is nice. It is, I think it's a really well balanced scent between the vanilla and the cinnamon. The vanilla adds the sweetness, kind of tones down that cinnamon, and the cinnamon just kind of warms up that vanilla. Really nice. So I don't know, I do feel like I kind of want to give this another try, because just smelling it, it's really nice. I just, from my past experience with this scent, it just wasn't very strong, but I kind of want to give this another try. So Cinnamon Vanilla. Let me read to you the description. Cinnamon Vanilla is an inviting blend of vanilla beans, cinnamon, coconut, and cassia. So there you have it. I am convinced I do want to give this another try. Okay, next one is Farmstand Pumpkin, and this one, I don't agree. This does not belong in this category, in my opinion, because to me, this is just pumpkin and no spice. Like, I always think that, like, if someone is looking for a pumpkin scent with no spice, like, this is what I recommend. There really isn't spice in this. To my nose, my nose just doesn't pick it up, and I actually appreciate that. I think we should have some scents. We should have some apple scents without spice, Johnny Appleseed. We should have some pumpkin scents without spice. To me, Farmstand Pumpkin. So the fact that they put this in the spice category is kind of interesting, because I think it's just pumpkin. that's all I get. But anyways, Farmstand Pumpkin is indulgent notes of fresh apple, cinnamon stick, pumpkin, and caramel. I don't get apple, I do get pumpkin, I do get caramel, and I don't get spice. So that's just me. But Farmstand Pumpkin, there you have it. And you know what I just realized? We skipped over Clove and Cinnamon. Clove and Cinnamon we did actually just talk about in the holiday category as well. So again, I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this, but it's exactly what you would expect. It smells spicy. It smells like cloves and cinnamon for sure. So this one is described: Clove and Cinnamon, classic scent of cinnamon sticks fused with cloves. So there's that. If you like just straight up like spicy kind of scents, like authentic, like actual spice, like clove and stuff, I think you'll really like that. Okay, next, First Day of Fall. I love this scent. This is such a great one, and this is another one that I was kind of late to the game too, but oh man, it's nice. This is more of it is pumpkin spice, but there is like a sweet spice to this. Like it's I think it's nutmeg that's in here. That's really, really nice, and I love this. So it's pumpkin spice with like some sweetness to it. That's just absolutely lovely. It makes my pumpkin loving heart super happy. First Day of Fall. All the best parts are here. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Just picked pumpkin, a breath of autumn woods, ground nutmeg, and a spicy dash of cinnamon. I love this. It's perfect. I love it. First Day of Fall. Okay, next one is Maple Apple Bourbon. I don't remember this one being super spicy, because it's not. It's not. It's also not boozy, so if you are worried about the bourbon that's coming through, I don't pick it up personally. I don't pick it up. I do definitely pick up the maple, so if you don't really care for maple scents because they tend to be a little bit too sweet, it might be too sweet for you. So it is more of that like apple and maple, but I don't get like a boozy bourbon note or anything like that. And I definitely don't get spice. So, okay. Maple Apple Bourbon, juicy red apple and rich maple, get into the holiday spirit with a splash of bourbon. So I actually would agree with the scent description with the exception of the bourbon in there. It's definitely apple and maple. No spice, no booze. Not sure why this ended up in the spice category, but it's fine. We're gonna roll with it. Okay, one of my other favorite scents for sure is Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. And I think this is so funny because this, I believe, belongs in the bakery category, and I believe pumpkin roll is in the bakery category. Yes, pumpkin roll is in the bakery category. To me, I would flip-flop those. I would put pumpkin roll in the spice category and pumpkin cinnamon swirl in bakery, because to me, pumpkin roll has more spice than pumpkin cinnamon swirl does. This one's sweeter to me. So this is definitely a pumpkin bakery scent, and it has this like vanilla icing that's on it. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. So if you have smelled pumpkin roll, but you feel like it's a little too spicy, I would say give this one a try, pumpkin cinnamon swirl, because it is sweeter, a little less spicy. It's fabulous, fabulous. Pumpkin cinnamon swirl, fresh pumpkin garnished with cinnamon stick and a dollop of whipped icing. So I would totally agree with that. But that icing is just giving it the sweetness that it needs just to like mellow out that cinnamon in there. It's fantastic. Another one that we just talked about in the holiday category is red currant wreath. And this is a really great one that doesn't belong in spice. I do think it belongs in the holiday category for sure. I don't believe that this belongs in spice. There's no spice in this. It's like red berries and there's like there's a tree note in here. There's a green tree note in this. So it's similar to me to red berry and spruce and Be Merry. I don't get spice in this, so agree to disagree. Red currant wreath. Red currant and winter berries spice up interwoven evergreen and sandalwood branches. So I do agree. I just don't agree with the spice up in this in the scent description. There's no spice to me. Okay, and one of my favorite scents that's happening right now, I literally, like, for me, this scent in the fall time, like right now, is what Luna is to me in the spring. Like, this is a scent that is a staple in my house, and when I am in the mood for it, when I'm in my welcome home phase, I need to have like 75 bars of it or 17 bricks. Like I have to have it, and I need to have it in every single warmer, and that's what's happening in my house right now, and it is Welcome Home. Welcome Home is typically available all year, spring, summer, fall, winter, but for me, this is a fall specific scent. Like this is, oh, I love it. Actually, I literally have this in like every warmer in my house right now. I had this going in my bedroom, and I remember I woke up in the middle of the night last night and I was like, oh, it just smells so good. I just love this scent. This is definitely just one of those scents that I just love so much. And it is one that like I don't necessarily feel like I'm in the mood for it all the time. Like spring, not so much. June, July, not so much. But man, when it's like, when the weather just starts to change, I'm like, whip out the Welcome Home. I need it in every single warmer, and I want it going for like 97 days. So I love this. This gives me craft store vibes. This is warm, like warm spices, but like sweet berries that are in there. It's just perfect. It's kind of similar actually to Blackberry Spice. Let's smell them side by side. Blackberry Spice is giving you that like fruitiness plus the warmth of the spice, but it's more tart. It has like a little bit of a tart edge to it, where Welcome Home, it's sweeter. It's still warm and you have that like warm spice to it, but it is like fruity and sweet, whereas Blackberry Spice is a little bit more tart and spice. Still both really nice, but oh man, Welcome Home. Oh, it always has my heart. And so you can actually get Welcome Home in a brick through Scentsy Club. Not available as an individual purchase like the 3 bricks that are currently available for this catalog season, but through Scentsy Club, our subscription service. If you love this scent as much as I do, you can pick it up in a brick through Scentsy Club, and I would highly recommend. because it's so good. And you're not ever gonna want it to be done. Like, you're gonna warm it and you're not gonna want to take it out of your warmers. You're just gonna want it to keep on going forever and ever. Welcome home. Warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices. So simple, but so perfect. And oh gosh, it's so good. I literally have it going in my warmers throughout my house, but I'm still just like, that's so good. It's so good. Okay, so now you know what time it is. I'm gonna pick my top 6 for the spice category. All right, so I have picked my top 6 scents for the spice category. This is not in any particular order whatsoever, but my top 6 picks for this category would definitely be Cider Mill, love it, can't live without it. Welcome Home, as I just got done gushing over it, love it, can't live without it. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, because I have to have it. So good. I would say it probably is the best pumpkin bakery scent in my opinion. My favorite, so good. Christmas Cottage, definitely had to make my list, love it. First Day of Fall and Autumn Hearth. Those would be my top 6 fragrances that I would pick for the spice category for the 2023 fall and winter season. I love it. Let me know down below in the comments, what are your favorite spice category fragrances? I love hearing from you guys. I am definitely going to be giving cinnamon vanilla another try, so definitely stay tuned for a what I've been warming once I get those bars in, and I'll give it another try and we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, like I need to be falling madly in love with another scent, right? So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you're new, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all things Scentsy. Have an amazing day, you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.